Hi, welcome back. I'm Mary and it's RB Cuisine Mary's Way, and we're still doing our Tis the Season, which is going to include Thanksgiving and all the holidays through Christmas. And I hope you enjoy all the recipes. I'm going to be uploading recipes in the next every 2 weeks, so lots more to come. But today we're going to do green bean casserole. That's a favorite for everyone, and I love green bean casserole, but I love the way I do it. So today I'm going to show you how I do it. And to start, I've added just about a tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to heat up my propane here. And this dish, it seems like it's everybody's favorite because you really can't mess it up. Green bean casserole is one of those that, you know, some people just demand it be the traditional way, and others, well, they like it anytime because, you know, any way they can get it. So then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of my oil, vegetable oil that I've got here. And I've got some chopped up white onion. You can add red onion, shallots. Red onion would be really good because it would add a lot of flavor to this. Because, you know, red onion have a lot more flavor, more of a strong flavor. Then I'm going to add all this whole, it's about a quarter of a cup of white onion. And I'm going to add that first and start cooking that. And while I'm doing that, I am going to, I've got some cremini little mushrooms here that are already sliced, but I'm gonna slice them down some more because I like little smaller pieces. You could leave them bigger like that if that's how you like them. Some people love their mushrooms like that. I like mine a little bit smaller, just, you know, so I get a bite of mushroom in every bite, which is the benefit of slicing them up a little smaller. And I just bought this package at the store and it was already sliced up. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. So we just slice them up here like this. And keep an eye on my onion here. We want that to get nice and kind of translucent. If you'd like. If you prefer it a little crunchier and whole, that's fine too. And we will just get these all sliced up. There's some big pieces here which are yummy and good. They're all good because it adds so much flavor to these mushrooms. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and add them in to my pot to start cooking down because I like to get them a little bit, get some of the flavor going on here, because that's when it starts, is when they start cooking down. You're going to get some of the flavor. It's delicious. Okay, so I used about half the container. You could use definitely more if you like. And then I'm going to just stir them up here. And while they're cooking, we'll start seasoning. We'll add some salt. Yummy, yummy. And the mushrooms need a lot of salt. They need a lot of flavor because they just kind of, they'll soak it up and release it into the sauce, and it'll be really yummy. So we just kind of cook those down. And I think I'm going to add maybe a little bit more butter because butter goes really good with these mushrooms. So just about a half a tablespoon more I'm going to add in. And let's see here what else we got. And that looks good. So we'll just keep going and cooking these down. And then what I've done is I've got about 3 cans, and I'm using the finely you know, julienne type of green beans versus, you know, the standard. You can use whatever type you like. Some people like the long ones, especially for like a formal dish. The long ones look really pretty, but I kind of like these thin ones. So then what I'm going to add is a little bit of flour because I want to have kind of a thicker sauce today, and let that flour. So what you do is you kind of let that flour taste cook down, so because you don't want that flour taste in your food. So once you add the flour, cook it further so the flour taste will get out, and I promise it's gonna be really good. Then I've got my chicken broth here, and I'm gonna just add that in to start thickening my sauce, making kind of a roux sauce, thinner, not really like a roux, but thinner because I don't have milk. But I am gonna add some sour cream in just a little bit, and that'll thicken it up a little bit. So at this point, wow, it's getting thick now. So I'm going to go ahead and add my green beans. They all go in, and start combining all the mushrooms and the onions, and probably some more salt, because that won't hurt, just a little bit more. Okay. Yum. Oh my God, it smells good. They smell like green beans and mushrooms. And this is a good one definitely to cook in the RV, because you don't have to bake it, and it's just, you know, comes out really delicious every time. And then add just a little bit more of my chicken stock. Just a tad more, which adds a lot of flavor too. All right, keep cooking that down. Yum. And now I get to add my sour cream. And I'm gonna add, to start, probably about a half a cup. Okay, and kind of turn it off while I'm adding that, so it doesn't melt so fast, and just let it get all gooey and delicious in there, and it's gonna be very delicious. And then, you know those crunchy onions that we always add on top? You could definitely add those when you serve it, but I just don't think it needs much. It's gonna be delicious on its own, but I'll turn it back on and cook it down just a little bit more. And that looks incredibly delicious. I think you guys are really gonna love this. I have a serving bowl that I'm gonna use. And like I said, all you have to do is just heat it up right before you serve it, because the green beans are cooked and we cooked down the mushrooms, but they still have, you know, a lot of wholeness to them. And add them all into my serving dish. Oh my gosh, and look how fast that came together. That was really good. What an easy dish and a great dish to make. Yummy. Then I am going to cut some more chives here. So I like chives on top because it looks really pretty. Okay, these are just chives that I bought at the store in the container. What I like to do is I just take my scissors and I add them on top like that. And then you have some delicious chives on top. That'll add some texture and flavor and color, and oh gosh, it looks beautiful. Then you can also add a little sprinkle of some cayenne pepper, or you could add those crunchy onions that we all like, whatever you prefer. But I know you're going to enjoy this dish. It is going to be delicious. I'm going to have a taste. It's very hot, so here we go. Yummy. It'll go good with your turkey meal. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you.